I didn't think it was coming so soon, but Boosteroid released Total War Warhammer 3 the day after launch. I'm excited to play because they're the first of the curated platforms that allows us to play this GPU and CPU heavy game, and offers a great option to Total War fans who don't have a powerhouse of a PC ready to play. I'm Little Quick. Welcome to Cloud Gaming Battle. My connection test showed what I usually get from Boosteroid. Wide enough pipes for the data, but a long distance to talk to the servers. I say it every time. If you're closer to Romania, you're going to have a better experience. On the subject of that latency, Boosteroid missed their mark for releasing American servers in November of 2021, but you can't say they haven't been updating and improving their hardware. To prove this point, Boosteroid has come a long way since we last covered Warhammer 2 on the platform. In Total War Warhammer 2, the settings were pretty mid, and though the game functioned quite well, it wasn't up to the home experience if you followed the rules and kept the settings where Boosteroid set them. This has changed for Total War Warhammer 3. The default settings are set to Ultra. The game controls smoothly, even with my slow 10th of a second latency to the Boosteroid servers. 5,000 miles of distance aside, I initially had few issues playing Total War. After load, I didn't have to adjust anything. I ran a few benchmarks. In both, FPS tries to stay at 60, but really struggles to stay above 40 and can drop as low as 20 at times. FPS fanatics aren't going to like that consistent frame rate drop. Personally, I'm not a fan, but I can live with it if the game plays well. Total War's infamous load times were faster than expected. I began playing the tutorial campaign as Yuri, as I had skipped it when I first started playing the game at launch. Audio was clear. I was enjoying the new music, voices, and sound effects that the latest entry in the franchise brings to the table.
Journey north and seek respite.
Video, on the other hand, was not as smooth at all times. Whether it was my stream or something else, you can see these choppy animations, lacking the smoothness you're looking for with motion in a game, even when the FPS counter reports decent numbers. But even with these visual issues, it wasn't a bad time. The game was playing well. The controls felt good, the visuals were there. Honestly, after my first couple hours, I had nothing but glowing reviews. But remember what I said about initially having a few problems? Yeah, they're coming. When testing the multiplayer battle was when everything went to hell. Whenever my friend joined my game, a hard lock would occur on the game's user interface. I tested it multiple times, restarting Boosteroid, restarting my PC. Every time I had the same issue. As soon as my friend joined the game, I could no longer click or access the menu or anything in my Boosteroid window. I was hard locked out and had to shut the game down. Trying to reconnect, it stays bugged until Boosteroid closes Total War Warhammer 3.
Help us!
Which brings us to our next issue. Since the game closed abruptly and the session ended incorrectly, my campaign cloud saves were not correctly uploaded to the Steam servers. When I attempted to reconnect to Boosteroid to salvage this, it didn't work either. I was given a new instance of Total War, and my progress was nowhere to be seen. Meaning the hours of campaign progress I had were lost. I'll have to start all over from scratch.
Sir, this expedition has failed.
In order to verify that this is a Boosteroid issue, I loaded it up at home on my PC, and everything was fine. I was able to play those multiplayer games with my friend without any hitches. The last bug I experienced was a displacement of the cursor location, where the cursor appears in one spot, but it interacts with the screen in another. I can't put this one on Boosteroid though. This is a bug that is known to happen in Total War Warhammer 3. It's recommended that you change your resolution to another setting and return it to your chosen setting in order to fix it. It is the first day of a launch for a cloud service with a brand new title that's only been out a day prior, so these issues will likely be addressed in the future, but it was still pretty disappointing. The verdict is that Boosteroid has the potential to run Total War Warhammer 3 quite well, but it's not there yet. Kudos for being first in line, but demerits for game-breaking issues with very basic menu functions. Boosteroid's the only game in town if you want to play on a curated service right now, but they haven't quite gotten the hang of it. I had a lot of fun initially, but the broken multiplayer and the lost saves really spoiled the experience for me. Keep an eye on this, but it's not the way to play yet.
Together, we can overcome the trials ahead. Our journey has just begun.
If you liked the video, remember to subscribe for the latest news, reviews, tips, and comparisons on cloud gaming, including Boosteroid. For requests, comments, questions, or solutions, drop a comment below. Keep it tuned right here to the only place you can do battle in gaming heaven, Cloud Gaming Battle. Little Quick, signing out.